Okay, so I am in my room, and first I want to say hello. I struggle with communicating a lot of the time. I'm not gonna lie, I do have antisocial tendencies sometimes, and now I kind of recognize why, as I'm kind of recognizing stuff about the roots that I come from. It would make perfect sense. But yeah, so yeah, and also I want to say really fast that I want to compartmentalize again because, again, this place where I stay, I still have to continue to interact, even though I kind of decided to just set like the right lines based on most of them not like wishing me a happy birthday. And I also have kind of something else that confirmed kind of the kind of what this stuff is that I have to live in. But as long as I can have an electronic space to kind of say that, and I could say more, but I think that's the most I want to say that kind of returns back that that experience, to kind of equalize it without feeling like it's backbiting or anything. But basically, that's it. I want to say that really fast, because I still have to manage every day and want to grow and get beyond this. But I actually wanted to talk about well, actually, first, I actually wanted to share. I actually got some stuff in the mail today, okay? And also, my room's starting to take shape. It's starting to be a sanctuary, even though I do think that it attacked me, and that's why I have like my foot still healing right now, um, from like a cut with glass. But really, it turned into a sprain, so it wasn't really just a. That's what I mean. But I could talk about that in another day too. But people think you're crazy when you talk about things. But I'm kind of like a God centric person. God finding my own way with God. So anyway, I got some starfish earrings in the mail, and then also I have this red wig that will be for a fashion shoot idea that's going to be based off of Shania Twain's "That Don't Impress Me Much" video, which I have to figure out how to make this work, but it's not the best, but it will work. Then I got a necklace for my mom, which actually I kind of find it prettier than the necklace I got, but she can keep this necklace because it is prettier, so she should get the prettier one. And then what else? One more thing. Other than a poster, it was supposed to be a poster of the world, but it actually ended up being. Let me see if I have it right over here. Here it is. What is this? Then you see the two hands at the bottom, like. Alright. Anyway. So, anyway, um, let's get started though. So, I was in 7-Eleven a few weeks ago, and I was in there to get some coffee, and I actually don't know if I'm any good of a storyteller, but I was in there to get some coffee, and basically, I got some, but it was tasting like it was watered down. And so I went to the other side, poured some of it out, poured maybe all of it out, I don't remember, and then went to the other side to get coffee some more, and hoping that wasn't diluted. And so I think before I could even do that, there was a person that came from behind the counter, and all the people that work in the 7-Eleven, they're kind of like brown skinned. I don't I don't know if they're Indian or Bangladeshi, Pakistani. I don't know where they're from honestly, but they have that look from that region of the world. And so one of them, who I'd only seen recently, none of the other ones really bother me, but um, this one with his big eyes, he like comes to the side and he's like, did you go into that door over there? Did you go into that door? And it's like a door open next to like the cold drinks. So I guess maybe that was either just a door with stuff placed. I don't know what it was. It was just a door next to the cold drinks that was open. And so he thought that I had gone in there to get things, which I don't know. I don't know because, I know people do steal from 7-Eleven's gas stations. I understand that. But just the assumption that I took stuff from there while I was getting stuff. And he could have actually just like looked at the camera too. Like, I don't know. I just thought like there's a camera that's right in front of the store. And the fact that he just excused me kind of showed he didn't even try to like do any type of due diligence to see what was going on. So in any case, I go up there and I'm like, you know what, you know what, you know what? I was like, you know what, an Indian. I was just like, you know, I'm sorry. This is just very, very sad because it was sad to see the Indian person that had been unalived by, um, I don't remember where this Hispanic person was from, but with a machete. And I said that I was like, you know what, an Indian person was just beheaded. I said, and you know what, I'm black, and you know, and he's like, I know, and I was like, you know what, I'm not like coming here anymore. I'm just like done getting stuff from here. And I shouldn't have even gone there in the first place because it was like pretty. That food was just low quality in 7-Eleven. But I just wanted something I hadn't been able to prepare the like healing food that I had been preparing before. It's like anti-cancer, and I would go into detail, but I think you sometimes have to protect your space on the internet, and this is one of those times. Other times I don't mind when I start to work through things in counseling, but something like this, yeah, that's all I'm going to say. And so, basically, yeah. So I went in there, and I'd been in there because I hadn't been able to prepare food. But I haven't been in there since, and I'm not going to go back there again. And I had another experience that was along in the same spectrum, but more severe, at a King Soopers slash Kroger. It was a subsidiary of Kroger. And so basically with this, um, it could have gone south where I could have been harmed or even unalived. And this was actually close by to the area of Elijah McClain, who had been killed, you know, from by the police officers, or I'm not sure exactly what the details that happened specifically. If it was that he couldn't breathe, and so eventually that's in that the process he died because of them like accosting him for no reason. So what I'm saying is that what this is teaching me is the importance, I think, of finding a way to have your own. You know, look, these I can't say Indians, right? Even though I'm not gonna lie, he did look a little bit like Mowgli from the Jungle Book. I'm not gonna lie, but like these people from this region, 7-Eleven isn't still there. 7-Eleven, I believe things like that will be a franchise, right? And the truth is that it's important to like have ownership of things, you know? I remember as a little girl growing up, we went to a place called the DeKalb International Farmers Market. And what I liked about that was that I felt at home. I remember just feeling at home in DeKalb County. I felt like who I was okay being around in this area. And maybe not always, so I don't know. And this is a county in Georgia. But basically, yeah, so that's what I want to say. And I want to be able to have the courage to talk about these things. And I also want to talk about age 10, so that's the next video I'll do. And all right, thank you for listening, and I will talk to you later.